Oh, it's got that new wetsuit smell, not the sort of musty old piss that most wetsuits tend to smell like. This is my new wetsuit. It is a Cressi Corvina 5mm wetsuit, and this is a new one for 2018. I brought this off the Spearfishing Store for £217 and 90 pence, I think, so just over £217, which I thought was okay. It's meant to be, it is slightly different, and I think it's meant to be a slightly better from the wetsuits they've done before, in that it's got a self-adjusting system to it, so it should fit the people who wear it better, and it's also meant to have better thermal qualities, or so they say. I haven't tested it yet, but I've just unboxed it and I'm having a look at it. So to start with the jacket, it's got a hood, and they've even put on self-adjusting on the hood. So this, where this black material is, which you can see, I think there's a layer, so there's the neoprene, then there's a layer on top. I think basically means it's really stretchy, so it can stretch really well, and that goes all the way down the back, and I'll show you the back in a second. The front of it, obviously Cressi stamped on it, and there's a loading pad to help with loading spear guns, and you fix the jacket with the straps that you would normally expect to see. It's got self-adjusting on the sides, on both sides, which is obviously important for fit. And then when we come to the back, it's obviously got this whole black material on the back, which I'm not a huge fan of. This is a bit bold for my liking. I prefer something a bit more understated, really. And looking at it, it says strong core thermal neoprene. But for people who put a lot of effort into their suits and the look of their suits and all that, that looks a bit rubbish, really. I'm surprised they hadn't picked that up. But it doesn't affect the way the wetsuit works, which I guess is the main thing. It is stitched obviously slightly differently. I thought it was stitched the same when I first looked at it, but the stitching of the material runs up to there and then stops. So this is all one piece. I'm guessing this is the stretchy self-adjusting system. So that's the jacket. Inside, open cell neoprene. And on the arms here, it says, so that's 5mm, and then it says 2-ply neoprene. So I think there's sort of layered, and it's very stretchy. It also has, in a couple of places, on the arm and on the leg, Corvina stamped on it, which is obviously the model of the wetsuit, which I don't think looks too bad. And for the high-waisted pants, very similar to the other Cressi wetsuits, slightly different in that it's got actual knee padding and shin padding instead of just abrasion resistant material, and it's got this ultra stretch stuff on the calves, and on the back of one calf it also has the Corvina stamped on it. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to go grab my Tracina and put them next to each other so then we can compare the two. So if I start at the bottom with the jacket, this is my old Tracina, and it has this black strap going up to this sort of black waist here, whereas the new one is all camouflaged. So that's camouflaged, that's not, so there's a bit of a difference there, and I think that will look better. On the Tracina wetsuits and other Cressi wetsuits, they have like an abrasion resistant padded material on the elbows. This one doesn't have that, just has this black self-adjusting material. I don't know how that's going to hold up against abrasion and things like that, so that's going to be interesting. Obviously they're slightly different camouflage pattern. This is a lot lighter, a lot grayer, I would say. It feels softer, but that might just be that it's newer and this one's been a bit worn through. So they say it fits better and it's warmer, the newer wetsuit. I haven't tried it yet, so that's going to be the next step.